Okay, so since I'm going to do a appearance thing for my friend, I decided to record this for the adding appearance to NPC tutorial thing that Max wrote. But the thing is, like, for even if I have done like 5 or 6 times of adding appearances, I still need to follow the tutorial because it is kind of like step by step. You need to get everything right. So I would just be like walking through how to do it with reference to the tutorial. Okay, so you will need I won't be covering some basics. You will need PR editor, 010 hex editor, template, and stuff. So let's start. First, you have an app. This won't be the vanilla app because I already did this for my friend. So it's already edited, but should be the same with adding stuff. Let's start. How to add new appearances. Okay, that's not preparing the app file. So the first thing first is you need to make sure this, see this 3, this should be in INS, which is insert mode. If it is in override OVR, click on it once to make it into insert mode. This is very important. Okay, and then you have the app file, and then okay. Next up is adding a new buffer slot. Right. So let's see. Struct buffer. Oh, by the way, scripts. Let's go to here. Template, you should already have it installed, but if you do not have the script installed, it should be under here. We will need paste and copy and paste basically. So if you don't have it installed, do view installed scripts and do add, and then navigate to your scripts folder. Should come with the template. So just add it, and then I recommend setting shortcuts. My shortcuts are like so. These are very often used: erase, paste, and copy. What is copy? Copy bytes, yeah. So I do it like Shift C, Shift V, and Shift X because, well, that's what Max did and I learned from him. Yeah. So set it up like so. I will just reference it to the script itself. And now let's go to the buffer slot. And as far as I remember, you just create a new one. Yeah, Shift V on a random one. I usually go in the middle just to be safe. Okay, you should see a new one. And then the next step is appearance slot. Export and select a appearance definition. Go to export. So for this also one, it has a wound resource that basically means he can be, as far as I can tell, he can be decapitated or just allowing the gore stuff. So we won't be touching those. Those are, you won't be touching that. We just need to do this. So just, I believe it's just Control V, oh Shift V. Yeah, okay, Shift V to get a new one here, and then Shift V on a dismemberment and dismemberment. Make sure it's wound. It shouldn't have so many. Okay, just to be sure, because any step, if you got it wrong, it will be a problem and you have to restart, which is bad. You have to resort. After you create new entries in this list, you have to fix their type. Okay, so we differentiate on open both entry. Okay, so I can go into a little bit detail. So if you open this and see this, how does it, like, what is the index for that? If you open this will be 174, and we should change this to 174. Basically, they reference the CNAME here. You see, CNAMEs and files are two places that files reference. Files are file path, and they basically use index number to reference them. So if it is you want to reference the also default mesh, you will input, I believe it's 1, I believe it's shifting 1 more. So the these like dismemberment stuff is in CNAME, and CNAME has a lot of different things, and if you go down here you'll find these are what you need to change. So this is dismemberment config container, and let's change 1 to 174 and 1 to the appearance definition, which is 10. Yeah. So if you can't find a reference of this, you can go up here. Let's go to 10 and see. Yeah, 10 is the, oh, it actually follows exactly. Okay. Okay, now we are done with this. Let's move to the next step. Fill the buffer. Yes. Okay. Now, very important is you need to save. If you don't save and just directly import or rebuild, it will break. So yeah, you can also F5 to make sure that it is in fact correct. F5 is the refresh button of the template saw. So let's go to my thing here, and it is in characters appearance name, and I believe I need to reference it because it has a buffer 1. Let's go with that's actually go to buffer 3, copy buffer 3. Copy and buffer and rename it to 7 here. And then it is rebuild, right? Indeed. Copy the path, go to your client, import k path and your path, enter. Should take a while. Okay, now press reload, because if you don't reload it won't have the change. Press reload and you can F5. Now let's take a look in the buffer to see it is in fact has info in it. Perfect. And here this 2 appears. Let's move to the next step. Next step is the CNAME, how the new appearance will be called. As I explained, basically these all reference names in the CNAME category, and you need to keep them like kind of correct and keep in mind because you will have to reference them later in the end file. So let's go to the CNAME and Shift V. Very important is you need to click on CNAME. If you click on Files and run the paste script, it will add a new entry in the Files place. So press CNAME, Shift V, it will appear a new thing. I will call it casual. Wait, actually, I forgot what I wanted to call it. Casual shirt, yeah. Now, let's scroll down all the way to the bottom. You can see casual shirt is now added. Okay. That the number is 179. We will remember for later. Okay, clubware. Go to struct data and found your empty entry, which are these empty entries, and we need to copy them. 32. We will use copy script on another thing. Let's go up here, copy the default, run the should see or the copy script on selecting the actual appearance definition. You will see copy certain bytes to the clipboard, and then select this and paste. Insert it. and then go to the default resource, won't config this one, run the copy script and paste script, and then expand this and change the name to the name you want to call it. So mine was in 179, yeah, casual shirt, and change both as well, 179, perfect. And then I believe it says so, let me check. Yeah, buffer number. Okay, so oops, so buffer number, you open this compile data and see, oh, the number is actually +1 from the buffer. It shows here buffer 1. So for us it is buffer 7, so we need to import 8, input 8, and it should be buffer 7. Okay, appearance resource, this is the part I always forget. Okay, struct data, the first one, okay, the top part here, appearance resource, go open this, and the definition, you'll see there is 4. So let's see what you have to do. Select one of the appearance definition, last entry inside handle. So we need to select, I usually select the middle one just to be sure, run the copy script, and then select this one and run the paste script. Okay, now we need to fix the index number. My definition is number 43. Okay, let's reference, I can actually reference my previous added one. This is what I added before. Casual is 31 and 4, which is exactly what I need. So I need to put it 33 for the new one. Wait, stop expanding. This one, okay. Compile data need to be in the 8, and the actually I don't like this. I want to make it the same as, I want to keep the order of it. Let's do buffer 8, buffer, actually, let me see, buffer 6, 7, 8. Oh, I should, maybe this is not a good thing for tutorials. Basically, these all reference, it goes into here to find these definitions, and then they go into the details to find this. So I want to keep it like have the same similar, like I added this later, so I don't want to have it in the first place. What am I even talking about? Sorry, but yeah, I will fix this. So if you don't mind the thing having like out of order, you just change, let me see, you just change the, like Max said, change the indexed. Actually, did I copy the right thing or did I copy the wrong thing? Jesus Christ. Let me see. I usually get this wrong, and you can see that I'm not really good at this. Struct data, handle. Don't tell me it's because of the script being wrong, because I had that happen and it is very annoying. Let me see. No. Yes. You see, that is why I don't use, like, I have both versions installed, like version template version 0.48, and then the newest is like, I believe 0.50, and the newest version has this problem of not showing some things, and also ML setup having problems with colors being wrong. Alright, let's revert. Where was I? Freaking hell. I can't do this. Okay. Let's freaking restart. This is the problem with like app file edits. It's kind of hard to see where you are editing. Or actually, let me see. Did I do it right? Okay, I have reverted to the place we were at, so there's no problem. Freaking template. Part of the modding experience. Let's copy this again. Wound definition. Copy the default. Run the copy script and paste script. And rename this. Rename this to 7 and this. Perfect. Now we can actually go to the right place, which is the definition and handle. That's why I was like, because it's only the numbers here, when these are actually just these part, but on top here. So these are what you need to edit. Press one of the middle ones, copy, and press the final one and paste. That is right. There's no names or things bothering it. Now you can see that if you like collapse everything, you'll see default is 1, no jacket is 2, explode is 3, and then the two added are 31 and 33. So if you go up top, see this number 1, 2, 3. So this should be 32 because it's -1, and 34, which is 33. Okay. Now that this is fixed, let's move on. I think app file is done. Right. Is it done? It is indeed done. Perfect. Okay. Next step is app buffer. Not that hard, but I will cover it quickly. I already have meshes. Right, a thing I need to cover is if you want to do custom path with PR editor, you need to open the archive names or internal names, whichever you want to edit, and put in your custom path. And very important, after you save, you need to restart PR editor, or it won't be able to find the new path because it only reads on launch. Okay. I already have my mesh in the correct place, so let's just drag the copied buffer here. I believe I've already set up this right. Yeah, always visible. Right, let's start with changing the path. Which one is it? Hair, harness, perfect. I usually do like something like this, having the meshes beside here, so I can see what I want to put. Like for example, if you want to copy another, like copy the path from another buffer into here, like if you need to set up your base thing using the like 40 slot and app buffer or something, actually open another PR editor, dragging whatever, let's just use this as XML because why not, drag another buffer inside, and I need to do this one, and then I can reference the path, which this one doesn't have the path, but you get what I mean. Yeah. Okay, now let's open here, and I need to to do it's belt out, change pants out. Yes, I only use like these kind of names because it's easier if you need to refeed later to just copy out of the noises export, which is good. Shirt out, but there's the problem of I need to select the right thing. Okay, and then pants. Let's do the boot buffer. Right, that's everything for this one, which I will disable. To disable a slot, you just put the chunk mask or 0. The problem is if it has the exclamation mark, if you just put 0, it won't change because that's the default. Default is all enabled, so all F. But so you need to just put a random thing and then put 0. So you can make sure that there's no exclamation mark on the left, so this is disabled. Did I not actually prepare this? I did not. I copied the wrong thing. Damn it. Actually, let me start over. The good thing about adding appearances is after you did the addition, you can just change the buffer however you want. You just need to rebuild after changing it. So because I screwed up and copied the wrong buffer, let's find our buffer number that I want to copy here. Buffer 6, which is the already edited one. And I will just delete this and copy this. You don't need to actually just edit it before, edit it, and then afterwards you rebuild it because we need to rebuild anyways. I believe this one is, yeah. Because why did I say that is if you are using the provided template in the that Max provided, it will already have all the, like here, this is very important, LD mode to be in always visible. Because if you didn't have this, if you get far away from your NPC and then go back, it won't be able to load back your custom path mesh or change the path mesh because it can't find it. If you want to allow it to find it and you don't want to do LD, there's a way is you need to change every single referenced mesh here, and it has everything. That's how basically how the game does it. It is when you get far away, it unloads the high quality mesh, high poly mesh, and then loads the low LD mesh. And then when you get closer, it unloads the low LD mesh and go here to find the detailed high poly mesh. So if you didn't change here, it won't be able to find the, like, it is mismatched from the component in here. So your changed thing will be invisible. Okay. So an easy way, if you don't care about the small like cost of CPU or something, like computer power, you just change this to always visible. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, you can see I already have this prepared with the thing. Not here, here, okay. Belt out, yes. Change the appearance to default because that's what I need to do. What is this? Oh, it's tank. Pants out, casual shirt, default, because it's good practice. It may have a appearance in this with the same name, and if you don't want that, you need to change it. And shirt. And then finally, what is this? Why do I have two tags? Oh, right. this slot is broken. Yeah. So for some slots, just so I can. For some slots, it will be cut by the game. I don't know why they need to cut it, but they do. So if you use those slots, your mesh will be broken up. So you need to skip those slots. I won't go into details. You just, if there's ever a mesh that you go inside that looks like it's jumbled up into a mess, then it's either your mesh is broken or the slot is broken. Yeah. Default and then default buffer. Okay, that's done. And I believe everything else is disabled. Perfect. That is why I want to copy an existing buffer that I made, because I don't need to change it. Yes, okay. Full body actual. Press save, very important. And then we can close it. Now, let's rebuild it with the client. You can ignore the old. The old is actually the previous old version of the app buffer. It only says when you open it, like for example, and when there's no existing one. Like when I open this, it won't override this. This will just be an unedited version, which is not that useful, but it is there for when you need it. And then just run the command again. Alright, we have finished the buffer addition. Let's move on to the next, which is Ant, I believe. I won't be covering adding a adding appearances to Ant with a single appearance. That will be in another video most likely, but just to start. Actually add variation. Okay, this is interesting. That's the chain. So basically the game goes into the path to find the end file path, and then goes into the end file to find the referenced app file. Jesus. And go into app buffer to find the mesh, and in the mesh there will be reference textures to load the mesh. Okay. And a good thing to know is if you cannot find the end file for your desired NPC, I believe I have wrote a how to find Ant. I believe here. Did I? Yes, here. Just look through the pinned message to find this, and I have listed down the tutorial to find it. Now, okay. Open the Ant in 010. We just rebuilt, so it changed. Ask us to reload. Okay. Go to our desired Ant and bracket in. Let's see. Open this template appearance and you will see all the appearance it has. Now let's go down. 12 appearance. This is very important. That is why there's a whole other thing for end files with only a single appearance. But since this one has more than one, we will just follow this. Use Shift-C on not the last. So I usually go the middle, like either here. So I just do Shift-C, see, and you copied it. And then go press to, I believe, select the last appearance, which is here, and paste. Now we have a 1 in the middle. Perfect. Now we should to CNAME. Okay. We need to add the appearance here remember the name, we called it casual shirt. So let's put that in. Select CName and run the paste script. Casual shirt, enter. And I think it doesn't matter for this, but as Max said, I like to keep it the same as how CDPR did it. So basically I will name it with the app name in front. So it will be Ozo casual shirt. Okay, we can expand CName, find our 25 and 26, and then change the extra no jacket into 26 because the top one is with the Ozo name, and 25 which is the casual shirt. And then what's the step? Is that all we need? Yes, that is all we need. Perfect. Now let's see. Yeah, we can press F5 to see if it changed successfully. Next is the Lua file. I hope I pronounced that right. The Lua file, let's damn it, I forgot to pull out the Lua file. Yeah, please don't go cat stuff, just a lot of stuff. Outfit. Okay, let's go inside and let's go to the main file. Here. This entity ID is, you can use AMM to find it. It's easy. Just open up, like spawn the NPC and then check the appearance. Is it swap tab? Swap tab. And you will find the thing. Now the appearance, how many we have added, we need to add more. Like I have already added the casual one, but now I have added the casual shirt. Copy this and go here and a comma thing here and save. You're done. Now interesting, I should also mention the toggle Lua. So let's do here, this one. The toggle Lua is very good because I've actually made a tutorial here. Not really a tutorial, more like a explanation. Yes, here, this one. So it has all the attributes and explanation on what to do with this stuff. It's very powerful to use with adding appearance because you can actually use the 40 slot buffer to put every single mesh inside, and then you can use the toggle Lua to put things on, like real dress up. Okay, I think that's about it. Now you just pack it and you're done. I won't show the other packing, but yeah, hope this is helpful. And I mean, I know that Wolfenkit will probably have a buffer adding ability in the future, so this might become obsolete, but in the meantime, you can use it if you need to. Okay, bye.